everyone, here's Mayuri back with a new tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to see defining object in Java. As in the previous video we have seen defining class in Java, so I suggest you to watch my previous tutorial before watching this tutorial. So let's begin it. My dear friends, Java is a object-oriented programming language, and it is said that in Java everything is object. An object in Java is essential a block of memory that contains space to store all the instance variable. Creating an object is also referred to as initiating an object. My dear friends, whenever we create a variable, whenever we assign a value, it creates somewhat a memory. In the same way, when we create an object, it also creates a memory. Objects in Java are created using a new operator, and this new operator which allocates the memory. New operator creates an object of a specified class and returns a reference to that object. Now here I have taken an example creating an object of type rectangle, where rectangle is my class, rect1 is a object. I have given a semicolon. At the next line, rect1 is equal to new rectangle parenthesis comma. Okay, now here using a new operator I have created the object rect1 of class rectangle, where rectangle is a class, rect1 is a object is equal to new, which is the keyword, and this new keyword allocates the memory. And my dear friends, here rectangle is a constructor, default constructor of class rectangle. That means as I create a object of rectangle, it allocates the memory. Here you can see using a new keyword. Now here you can see rectangle rect1. Here only the declaration of object is done. At the next line, that is rect1 is equal to new rectangle. Here actually the object has allocated the memory. Now here you can see it clearly, but I have shown using the diagram. Here I have made the 3 columns: action, statement, result. When action declare, when the object is declared, it is null. Okay, now initiated. When I had initiated using a new operator, that is rect is equal to new rectangle, here rect1 is a reference to a rectangle class. Just understand it, my dear friends. Now you avoiding this 2-sentence creating object, you can also declare an object in a single line. Here I have taken, that is rectangle, rect1 is equal to new rectangle parenthesis semicolon. My dear friends, till now we have seen defining a class object in Java. Now we have defined it, the methods, then the variables. Now how we are going to access these class members and method? So now here we will use a dot operator. Before that, remember all variable must be assigned value before they are used. Since we are outside the class, we cannot access the instant variable and the methods directly. So to do that, we use a dot operator. Now here I have given you the syntax, that is object name dot variable name is equal to value. That means this variable name is inside a class, and here I have called it outside the class by using a dot operator an object of particular class. That means object name dot variable name is equal to value. And for accessing the method, which is the behavior of a class, using dot operator, that is object name dot method name and whatever the parameter list that we are going to pass in this parenthesis. Here you can see that here I have created 2 objects, right? Rect1, rect2, right? Now here I have called length and width for both rect1 and rect2. As here I have created 2 objects, it will automatically create a memory different for both that rect1 and rect2. Okay, using a new operator. Now here what I have did, rect.length is equal to 15, rect1.width is equal to 20. That means here I assigned the value. Now how exactly internally it works? My dear friends, as here rect1 has created a memory, and using that object I am calling the variables members of a class, it will create a memory inside that for this length and width you can see here, that is 15 and 10. And similarly for rect2, where it has created a separate memory for rect2 object, and for this also I have called length and width, and it has created the memory inside that rect2 object. Now my dear friends, now let's have a practical session where you will clear all the doubts. So let's have a watch on it. Now here I have already created a program where I have taken the class rectangle, which contains two members, right, length and width, which are the fields, which are the data members of rectangle. And here I have taken the two behavior, that is get data and rect area, which are nothing but the method of rectangle. And here my dear friends, if you observe, here I have taken the two classes, class rectangle, class rect area. But remember, by saving, whenever you save this program, save with rect area. Now why this is? Because the main method is inside the rect area. Remember that while saving you have to save with rect area, because the main method is inside this class, because the rectangle class had closed only here, upper side only it has closed. You can see the curly braces. By seeing that you can understand. That means while saving, save with rect area.java, because this class contains the main method. Okay. Now here I will tell you one by one the sequence. In the rectangle class, I have declared the two members, that is length and width, and immediately after it I have taken get data, where I have passed the two parameter, integer x, integer y. In that I have passed length is equal to x, width is equal to y, and there only it has closed. Okay. After that immediately I have taken the second method, that is rect area, where I have calculated and its return type is integer. Why? Because I have written the area, whatever the calculation will be there, the area, whatever the value that has returned to rect area method, and hence the return type here I have given the int. Now here in the main method, what I have did, I have taken two, that is area 1, area 2. I have declared two variables. Along with that, I have taken the two objects, created a two object, rect1, rect2. Now rect1.length is equal to 12 and rect1.width is equal to 23, and here only I have calculated, see area 1, here only I have calculated, that's rect1.length into rect1.width. Why? Because these are outside the class, right? So only I have calculated here. Now rect2.getData, where I have passed two parameters. Now when I will call this, it will directly go control upside, that's void get data, and here that value will be assigned to x and y, and this x and y again it will initialize to length and width, that is 23 and 30. Here this value will be assigned to length and width, my dear friends. Now here it has closed. Okay, now again it will go towards where it had called, that means from here it had called, right, get data. Then again it will go towards the area to rect2.rect area. Now this call will go where? At the second method, that is rect area. That means after calling this, it will go here. Here it will do the calculation 14. It will do the calculation of the area of rectangle and will return the area, and from where it has called, it will come again back and assign to area 2, my dear friends. Let's understand the execution, how program get execute, my dear friends. And here I have printed the area 1 and area 2, and this is how the execution takes place. Okay, just understand the execution of a program so that you will understand the program easily. Now let's run it. Okay, now here I have to save the program with rect area, so I will run it. First I will compile it javac rect area dot java. If I entered, see it has compiled successfully. That means class file get created, bytecode has created. Now we will convert it into a machine language. Oops, here I have a came error that I have did the spell mistake of rect area. Let me correct it and again interpret. See, after interpreting, area 1 and area 2 has calculated successfully, and this is what we have done.